And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. The show has an AL East matchup. It's the Toronto Blue Jays taking on the Tampa Bay Rays. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. Just about set to go. Today's starting pitcher, Aaron Civale. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Yeah, very respectable numbers last year. A sub 350 ERA. And, you know, guys like that, you may think, well, they're elite pitchers that are pitching sub twos. They're dominating. But when you can have that kind of consistency, you know you have a chance to win the ball game every time he takes the mound. So, good season last year. Opportunity for him to go out there and repeat it this year, possibly even improve. But I tell you what, if this guy's pitching for me and I'm playing in the outfield, I'm loving every minute of it.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Throws to first in time. One up, one down. Let's take a look at the lineup for the Blue Jays. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a while.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there. On its way. Gone. That one felt good, and that gives them the lead. It's 1-0.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. No, Boog, clearly some frustration out there on the mound right now. I mean, that ball was so close to going foul. Would have been a long strike, but instead, batter gets rewarded. Did a nice job of getting to the pitch and hitting it hard enough to get over the fence.
On a line out towards center. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Man, he smoked that fastball. It's all over it. It's just frustrating when you can't get it to fall. Maybe next time up he'll find a hole.
There's a swing and a miss.
This is a batter who clearly performs better in day games. I don't know why, but his numbers generally back it up.
There's a swing and a drive. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Now a relay to second, but he's in there easily.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Here's Turner now. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Rosarena settles under it and makes the catch. And that is that. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's an early 1-0. And we're back. Our starter in this one, Chris Bassett.
Well, this guy had a bunch of wins last year, and I'll tell you what, as a position player, when you've got a pitcher that's going to go out there, take the ball, and put you in a position to win, for whatever reasons, you're relaxed, you enjoy playing behind him, but you also are able to score for a guy like that. And that's who he was for his team last year, and I'm sure they're hoping they get more of the same this season.
Swing and a miss, and the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses. Snuck the fastball by him. Harold Ramirez at the dish. Bounce to the right side. Guerrero takes it to the bag, and the home first moving along quickly today. 2 gone. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. They're already down a run, so I'm sure they'd like to punch back and even things up early.
Yeah, it's never a good feeling, especially at your home ballpark, to go down in the first inning. So the best way is just to come out aggressive, try to tie the ball game up, but not just tie it up, take the lead. I tell you what, momentum can really swing, and you can put your pitcher back in a position where he feels his most confident.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Tampa. Still behind by a count of 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And now it's going to be Danny Jansen. Civale back to work. Little chopper rolls foul. The 0-1. To the left side, but it is well foul. And a pitch. Up the middle. It's through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
And the batter is George Springer. Foul back our way, and that's out of play. Jansen gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boo. Pretty consistent with his zone, so if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
And they put the tag on him for the out.
Kind of a tough read for the base runner right there. You're usually trying to be aggressive on balls in the dirt, trying to get into scoring position, but if it doesn't get away very far, or you can't tell how far it is, most catchers are going to get to it and throw you out at the base. And right there, excellent job.
Swing, and this one's blasted. It's got a chance. And off the base of the wall. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
And now it's Dalton Varsho. Center field. Siri in position. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. And now a wide throw to third. Kevin Biggio with a chance to hit. Homered in the ball game yesterday afternoon. And there's a foul ball. 2 outs and one in scoring position. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In comes the run from third, and they lead by 2. Wide throw, and it gets away.
Off the bat, that one registered at 105 miles per hour, man. That is smoking, and these days you hear it all the time, but the numbers just don't lie. If you can drive a ball like that, more often than not, you're picking up a knock.
Here's Kiermaier now. Arozarena makes the grab, and that's the third out. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Tropicana Field, Isaac Paredes now.
Third baseman.
The pitch. He was late there. Strike 1. Bassett, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a cutter, a curve, a slurve, and he works in a changeup. Swing and a miss. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Away, away, away. And clearly that was the plan right there. He just wasn't able to put it in play, and that should tell you something as a hitter. Sometimes you're a little too conscious of the inside pitch, and you're not able to cover that outside part of the plate. So clearly some adjustments to be made next time.
One down, base is empty. Goes down looking.
Now this pitching staff has been merciless against him in this one. I mean, he struck out 6 times in this series, and we've seen no adjustment on him so far.
2 outs, base is empty. Lau at the plate. And it goes just foul.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout, do whatever it takes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. It's an immaculate inning. Back now in Tampa Bay. Now the number 2 hitter, number 36. Savali, a 6'2" righty, 215 pounds, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016. Line drive, base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now doubled in his first AB. Now a screamer into the outfield. He's 2 away. And it'll bring up Justin Turner. Fly to left his first time. And that one cutting but missing down low. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's back there. And that is gone. A gigantic blast. It's 4-0. That's his 3rd straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boog. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. That's exactly the pitch he was looking for. Crushes it and hits it out of the ballpark.
So 2 away with nobody on. Now it's Jansen to hit. Bounce to the left side. Rosario tosses to first. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. The Jays get a pair on this homer. It's now a 4-0 ball. Bottom of the inning, and now it's Jose Siri. Singy, you gotta appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. Right through there for a strike.
And I would say that most great defensive outfielders, it's kind of natural. There is some work that you can do to it to improve your game, but ultimately, you either have it or you don't.
Turner to first. One gone, bottom of the 3rd inning. And now it's Ahmed Rosario. That one finds the zone. It's 0-1. In the air, left field. Varsho settles underneath it, and it's caught for the out. Now up for Tampa Bay, Rene Pinto. 0 for 6 in the series so far. In the air, left side. Varsho brings it in for the 3rd out. Start of the 4th, and now the right fielder, George Springer. And he deals. And first offering is fouled off.
Well, these Jays doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. You see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106.
Varsho stands in now and watches strike 1.
1-1.
And a pitch out, but nothing going on. Here's a 1-1. And there's a fly ball deep right field. That's back. That's long gone. A 2-run shot. His first homer of the year. It's 6-0.
That fastball wasn't even in the zone, and he was still able to hit it out. Wow. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
And now Kevin Cash out of the dugout and ready to make a move to the bullpen. Aaron Savali won't go any further, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. Now on the bump, Sean Armstrong. This is his first appearance of the season. Kevin Biggio up to the plate. Strike 1.
0-1.
That one out to right. Lowe has it sized up. Makes the grab. One away. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Here's Kevin Kiermaier.
The center fielder, Kevin Kiermaier.
And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Tried to hold up on the 0-2. Now a look down to third. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Just misses with that one.
It's a good take.
Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the Toronto designated hitter. He's already homered here in this one. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Makes the catch, and that'll do it. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now a 6-0 ball. And Chris Singleton with you, and leading off the bottom of the 4th, Josh Lowe. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time, and even shrink it down smaller, pitch to pitch. Make that guy on the mound work to get you out.
Misses outside, and a count 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and 1 gone. And next is the designated hitter, Harold Ramirez. That's in for a strike. Started after the 0-1 pitch, and now a check down to first. And Woody Keller right on it. Says he held up. Ground ball left side. Fires over to Guerrero. 2 up, 2 down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Diaz at the plate with 2 away. Swings through that one. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
0-2.
The Rays still looking for their first hit in this one. On the ground, Biggio gathers and throws to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Held in check here. They still find themselves down 6 in. Ready now for the 5th inning. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Here comes the pitch. That one drilled left field. Dives for it. Got it. Makes the play.
You love to see when a guy's hungry to make a play. Right there, an excellent diving catch. You could absolutely tell he was all in tracking that ball down.
So up next, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. 1 for 2. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Armstrong. He's one of those guys who uses the cut fastball as his primary offering, and when it's on, it can induce a lot of weak contact. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Taj Bradley warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Kelly also throwing. Just missed.
And the late movement on the cutter is really what makes it so effective, because as a hitter, you make a decision whether you're going to swing or take a pitch before it actually gets into the zone. So that late movement causes it to miss the barrel of the bat, sometimes miss the bat entirely.
2 outs, base is empty. Justin Turner next up for the Blue Jays. Liner, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Yeah, they talk about cutters as being lane changers because it's more that side-to-side movement and very little of the downward tilt.
Danny Jansen to hit here. Out to short. Throws to first. That's the third out. One left for Toronto, but they're on top by a count of 6-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here's the Tampa Bay cleanup hitter, Isaac Paredes. And the pitch. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Rays just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. We're in the back half of the game, and they're still searching for a base runner. He's been great out there on the mound, no doubt, but it's also been a disappointing performance at the plate to this point.
The pitch. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Oh, there's a 3-pitch strikeout. He can do whatever he wants with the baseball right now.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. His first at bat was a strikeout. And there's a ball.
And as we get deeper, it's not going to get any easier. These at bats are going to feel more and more desperate with every out the rest of the way.
And that one is lifted in the air, and that's a fair ball. Around first and hustling for second, and it's a double. Their first hit in this one. And now it's Brandon Lau. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that's in there for strike one. Man at second. Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Well, that curveball had some pretty good break to it. As you can see, the hitter just locked up a little bit. Thought it was a great pitch to hit, but sometimes you're looking for something else and you can't pull the trigger.
Siri in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. One left for Tampa, still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back here at Tropicana Field. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now for the Jays, George Springer. And a good eye there. Springer, multi-time All-Star, a member of the 1,000 hit club, a former first-round pick back in 2011. And that one wrapped foul. Righty delivers. Foul ball there. Here's a 1-2. Into center. Sizing this one up. Nabs it. One down.
Now back, left fielder.
Here's the left fielder, Dalton Varsho. He's already homered in this game. And first offering is fouled off. Left-hand batter waits. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. Up and in, ball one. One out, base is empty. And that one hammered. That's back there. And it's out of here. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they tack on to their lead. It's 7-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Cutter inside can be a bat breaker. You have to catch it out front to get the barrel to it. Does a really good job recognizing it early, getting the bat head to it, and hitting it out of the ballpark.
Here's a high fly ball out to center. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Kevin Kiermaier. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. And that extends the inning. And now to the plate, here's the Toronto DH. In there, and it's 0-1. That one ripped, but foul. Kiermaier, the runner at first with 2 gone. Got it by him for the K. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. It's now 7-0. This is Toronto Blue Jays baseball on the Show Canada. Bottom of the 6th, and stepping in for the Rays, Ahmed Rosario. Foul ball.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
He goes down looking.
Pretty electric stuff showing up on the mound right now. I mean, in the double-digit strikeouts, he should be able to rack up some more before he's done in this one. And you know, not many of these hitters have had much of an answer for what he's offering out there.
Pinto in the box for the 2nd time. 1 ball, no strikes. And there's the strike. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 and 2 is the count.
Base is empty, 1 away. You're in game 3 of this 4-game series. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Oh, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Low in the box again, takes a strike. Way out front for strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Smoke to right center, and this one's gonna go out of here. He circles the bases, his first homer of the year, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 7-1. Base is empty with 2 away. Harold Ramirez next to hit for the Rays. Splits the plate, and that's strike 1. The Rays with a lot of ground to make up here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering is in for a strike. And they'll do it again.
Well, you can't really adjust your game plan for that last pitch. Guy hasn't thrown it very much. You got to focus on the stuff that he's throwing up there most of the time.
That misses the zone, and that's ball 1.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Two outs, base is empty. Good eye right there.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Makes the catch, inning over. And the Rays get one on a solo shot. And the lead is stretched to 7-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Kevin Kelly.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Hauls it in for the out. And here's the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
There's a strike. Bullpen movement for the Rays.
0-1.
Phil Maton warming up for manager Kevin Cash. Clevenger, a left-hander, also throwing. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. And Guerrero is set down. And there's 2 down.
The batter. The third
Turner climbs in on that right side. Back up the middle and a base hit. And that keeps the inning going. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy.
And here is Danny Jansen. It's in and out of his glove. Lead runner makes the turn at second, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Blue Jays back now in Tampa Bay. GadiTheShow now.
The first baseman.
Bassett back to work.
Diaz.
Right back to him on the mound. In plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low. Throwing the ball very well right now.
Paredes batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Base is empty, 1 away. Here the bottom of the 7th. And he swings through that one.
0-2.
And that's outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one just misses.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
1 down, base is empty. And down on strikes. That's out number 2. And we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. A new arm into the game, the righty, Mitch White.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
0-1. And a swing and a miss there.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your pitch.
And a swing and a miss. And it's a 3-up, 3 down inning. Down in order go the Rays. They're down 7. Here's George Springer.
The right fielder, number 4, George Springer.
And a pitch. Lifted to left center. Way back there, and that is gone. A massive home run. And they add a run. It's 8-1. And their 5th home run of the game.
Some things in this sport are contagious, Boog, and right now for this team, clearly it's the long ball. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there, patient, waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
So up next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho. On the ground right side, and he handles it himself for the out. Kevin Biggio next up for the Blue Jays. 1 for 3.
Kevin Biggio.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. And that one hops the wall. Around second is Biggio. Relay throw to third. The tag out.
The times that these guys take infield before ball games, they work on this play right here. And when it comes together perfectly, nice throw to the cutoff man, relay to third.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there. On its way, gone. That was blasted to the moon. It's their 2nd home run of the inning. It's 9-1. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boone. We knew it wasn't coming back.
New arm out of the bullpen, Phil Mayton.
And he's got a big-time breaking ball to contend with. Hitters going to have to pick it up early if they're going to have any chance.
Number 36 in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. In the air, right field. Low, ranging after it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 9-1 ball game. And we're back. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Now up for Tampa Bay. Brandon Lau. The pitch. Fastball for a strike. Ball one there. Right-hander kicks, deals, and a foul ball. Got him swinging for the strikeout. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Now one miss.
1 ball, 1 strike.
He swings and fouls one off. The Rays with a lot of ground to make up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. On the ground to third. 2 up, 2 down.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Rosario stands in now and watches strike one. Fastball for a strike. 0-2 now.
He doesn't seem to like the pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now.
Now that's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. Rays go. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now the shortstop, Bichette. And here it comes. Right side. Low brings it in, and there's one away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Turner in the box with one away as he takes ball one. Maton in his 7th season, 31 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. The Jays up big in this one here at the top of the 9th. On the ground, right side, and that should be extra bases. Guerrero around second, headed for third. Lead runner holds at third, so 2 runners in scoring position and just 1 out.
All over that one right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Big swing and a miss.
0-2.
Swings through it for the K. Had him out front for strike 3. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate.
And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
That one hammered center field. That's back there. Out of here. Another homer. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they add on. It's 12-1. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Garrett Clevenger into the game. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Next to hit, Dalton Varsho. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
In the air out to center. Series sizing it up. And that'll do it. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. Back after this on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now at the plate, Rene Pinto. The right-hander back to work. And a foul ball.
Well, they kept him pretty quiet in this series. Still doesn't have a knock. I know you want to get that first knock out of the way. Maybe more will come. But you got to give some credit to the pitching staff. They've had a great plan against him.
Makes the grab, one down. So the lineup flips over. Now it's the right fielder, Josh Lowe. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Swing and a ground ball, Biggio. Now only one out remaining.
Now back, the designated hitter.
Now it's the DH, Harold Ramirez. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Fought off foul. One strike away. Tapped softly on the ground. Throw to first. Ball game. And the Blue Jays slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach feels pretty good about himself right now, but more so the players. They can't wait for the next one. Come back out, score, and get another W.
12-1 is the final. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.